What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the royal drama. So, Kate Middleton, we know she has been going through her treatments to eradicate her body of that dreadful C word that nobody wants to go through. And I don't care what people think of her. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, okay? So the fact that she was going through that silently, had to issue a public statement because people were out here speculating that she and her husband were going through issues. He was cheating on her and all this other stuff to learn this. And then even after she made the announcement, you had some alleged doctor going on CNN to say that he didn't believe she really had it. It's like, what is wrong with people? When it comes to people's health, you just don't play games like that. I don't care how much you don't like anyone. So with all of that being said, in light of all of the things that Prince William and Princess Catherine, or Kate as many call her, have been going through, it's being reported that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's popularity has plummeted. So the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are undoubtedly two of the most talked about people in the world, particularly since their relocation to Montecito, California. Yes, the couple may have left the UK, stepping down from their senior royal roles back in 2020, but from their recent Invictus Games tour of Nigeria to the launch of Meghan Markle's new American Riviera Orchard brand, they are still more talked about than ever. This week, it was their popularity that made headlines as experts open up about their favorability rating and how it has changed over the years. And a recent YouGov poll revealed the most and least popular members of the Mountbatten Windsors, with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex appearing to suffer a major popularity plummet. A poll saw the Princess of Wales emerge as the most popular member of the royal family, with 76% of those surveyed reporting to have a positive view of her. And close behind in second place was Prince William with a 73% favorability rating. However, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were at the other end of the scale, with Prince Harry earning a favorability ranking of 31%, coming behind King Charles, 63%, Prince Edward, 54%, and Queen Consort Camilla, 50%. Not to mention Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, coming in second to last place with a favorability ranking of 26%, with just Prince Andrew below her at 6%. Now, wow, because we know what Prince Andrew is infamous for. Let's just say JEPS to shorten, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. The infamous island. Yeah. So Meghan, on the favorability scale, she ranks just above Prince Andrew. It is the biggest plummet in popularity in history, reported royal expert Hilary Fordwich this week via express.co.uk. To have gone from the number one most popular royals after the Queen, Harry has now gone to just above Prince Andrew. That plummeting was by choice. Fordwich continued alleging the cause as the couple's departure from working royal life, adding, now Meghan is releasing jam while Kate is at trooping the color. This news comes amid reports that the Duke and Duchess are looking for a permanent UK base. And that I talked about previously, where it's actually, he's looking for a home. Of course, what's his is hers, but he's more specifically looking for a base in the UK where he could hang out with his friends who don't really care for her, and so they don't feel welcome coming to the States to visit with him. Inevitably, the honeymoon period where everything in the States is new and exciting is coming to an end, and Harry is looking back at the past through rose-tinted spectacles. And so with the favorability ranking plummeting as of recent, it's also being reported that he and she are looking to connect back with Kate and Prince William in light of what she's going through. So it's being reported by In Style that after Kate Middleton's Trooping the Color appearance, the world let out a collective sigh of relief, seeing her looking rested and happy, and that would include Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, despite all the headlines about the royals' family feud. Sources close to the family explained that the Sussexes are desperately trying to connect with Kate and hope to trigger a truce. At the moment, they're keeping tabs on Kate through the news, just like everyone else, but hope that a truce could be on the horizon and that Kate's recovery could be what the family needs to mend all the tension. Both Harry and Meghan have been following Kate's recovery with huge interest, but sadly, it's had to be more from afar because their lines of communication with the palace and the Wales in particular are very limited, to say the least. They have had enough information to know that people are excited about the idea of a comeback for Kate, and they're both relieved and happy to hear that she's on the mend and may soon be well enough to return to her duties. While there are no clues as to when Kate will return to her royal duties full time, the source added that her recovery could help the Sussexes reconnect with their family across the Atlantic and possibly trigger a truce with her and Prince William and with the king too. Meghan has made it clear she'd love nothing more than to move past all the nonsense and find a way towards healing for everyone's sake. She's ready to let the anger and bitterness go. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at that because, quite frankly, she is the one, along with her husband, that has made it like it is by profiting off of petty pain, in my personal opinion, and making themselves out to be these huge victims of this supposed royal racist, is what it was dubbed, and that someone in the royal ranks was speculating what color the child would be once it was born. And I talked about that ad nauseum. You already know how I feel about it if you've been here with me for a little minute now. But I don't believe that had any racist intent because even in African American households, when babies are born, they look at the top of the air just to see, once the baby matures, the child matures, who it's going to resemble more. That's nothing new. It's not, oh, this is a black child. What is it going to come out looking like? Meghan doesn't look like that, and she tries her best to stay out of the sun and keep her hair straightened because she doesn't want people to see her hair in its natural state. Let's just be clear, okay? But with that being said, you never know what may happen. I think it's abundantly clear that any rift is undesirable, and when individuals are ill who are involved in it, it makes it even more undesirable. And that comes from Richard Fitzwilliams, and he's a CNN royal commentator. He also continued, I must express that this perspective appears somewhat one-sided. For the sake of balanced reporting, it is important to acknowledge that relationships are reciprocal. It would not be entirely fair to place the sole responsibility of mending the relationship on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And while I absolutely agree with that, if Meghan and Harry were the ones out here doing a docuseries, Harry writing a book, Meghan and Harry sitting down with Oprah, and then all of these other reports that were coming out, the book that came out by their inside person, Omid Scobie, talking about the royal racist and all these other things like that, why would, in light of what Kate is going through, what she's going through in her health, why would Prince William and Princess Kate decide at this moment in time, reach out to them, or to even be open to mending fences? I'm quite sure they're open to accepting an apology, but just because someone is apologizing, it does not mean you should be reconciling. Because once a snake shows its head, you already know it's a snake. they might shed their skin, but they're still a snake. Okay? So I am not sure about that. I'm quite sure that they are willing to accept an apology and an acknowledgement of, hey, we were just trying to live a lifestyle and this is the way we had to come up. We're sorry that it hurt you. Not saying that they would agree with it, but they could definitely acknowledge an apology, but it doesn't mean that the rift is going to be mended and that they are going to be reconciled. And to me, it just doesn't sound like it is. It doesn't sound genuine to me, because yeah, I get it. When you see people going through health issues, or unfortunately there may be a death in the family or even with a friend, you use that as a moment to say, you know what, I am wanting to get beyond this. Life is too short. People always say things like that, but is it really genuine? Right? Is it really genuine? And in light of Harry and Meghan's favorability rating plummeting, I just don't think it's genuine, you know? But that's my personal opinion, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Would love to know what you think about it. So let me know your thoughts respectfully in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.